Morning students, how are you all? Hope you all are fine in your houses. I am also fine students. Okay, shall we come back to our lesson? The human resource management. So before learning what is human resource management, yesterday's class we have learned what is human resource and its features, isn't it? Human resource is nothing but the employees of an organization or the working force of the organization, including the lower level employees and the topmost level employees. Okay, so that characteristics or the features we have learned. Today we will learn about the significance of human resource. What is the meaning significance? The importance of human resource. Okay, the first one is we have studied in the characteristics also. A human resource is the only factor of production that lives. In the same way, here what is the significance of human resource they have given. It is only through human resource all the other resources are effectively used. Okay, so other resources are effectively used by the human resource. Okay, all the other resources are effectively used by the human resource. Okay, that is the first point. It is only through the human resource all the other resources are effectively used. Then if the human resources are good, okay, if they are functioning with the effectively, then we can say that organization will grow. It will have sure development. Okay, so the growth of an organization, it is fully depends upon the importance of human resource. That important human resource. Okay, growth of an organization is depending upon the growth of the human resource. If the human resource is good, then we can say that organization will surely grow. Okay, it will develop. The third point here, there will be industrial relation. Okay, industrial relation means between in the industries many departments will be there. So that one depends upon the human resource only. Okay, if the human resource is functioning properly, then there will be proper industrial relation in the organization. Okay, so industrial relation depends upon the human resource, because human resource only developing the relationship among all the departments in the industry. Okay, so industrial relations depend upon the human resource. Then human relation also, human relation, okay, that also it is possible only through human resource. Okay, so some organization there will be proper human relation. Everybody in the organization will know each other, because there will the human resource is functioning properly. Otherwise, the people those who are working in a particular organization, particular department may not be known by the other department whether they are working in that organization. There we can say there is no proper human resource. Human resource management is not good. Okay, but human relation is possible only through human resource. We can say human resource only manages all other resources, all other factors of production also we can say. Okay, human resource manages all other factors of production. There also we have studied in a different way. Human resource is the only factor of production that lives. That is why that human resource only managing all other factors. We know what are the other factors of production. What are the other factors of production? Land, labor, capital, organization. Organization. Okay, here capital is the labor is the human resource. So it has to manage all the other factors of production. Then we are 4M, we can say men, material, money, machines. Okay, so the men only will manage all the other factors of production. Okay. Then the skill of this human resource. Okay, it can be improved through effective training and development program. Okay, so what they have, the skill, abilities, capabilities that can be improved, okay, through some training or development programs. Okay, next point. Then this human resource can be utilized at all levels of management, even at the topmost level. Okay, at all levels of management, maybe the topmost level and the middle level, the directors, the managers, okay, the foremen, supervisors, then the lowest level, maybe the foremen. Okay, so at all levels of management, this human resource is utilized. Then this human resource is well protected by legislative framework. There will be some rules and regulations. Okay, so through that rules and regulations only, it should be regulated, protected. Okay, they may not be exploited. The human resource may not be exploited. They should be protected by what? By the legislative framework. Okay, here this question is one 3-mark question. The significance of human resource. Okay, 3-mark question, third one. Okay, significance of human resource is the 3-mark question. Okay, so you should study this one. Now we will learn about the meaning and definition of human resource management. Okay, what is human resource management? So we can say management of different branches. Okay, it has many branches. So the management which is managing the human resource is called human resource management. Okay, we can say it is a function of management. Okay, it is a function of management. They are, that means they are dealing with people, isn't it? Their recruitment, then giving selection, then giving training, development programs. Okay, so all these, it is one of the functions of management. And what concerned with that motivating the people or hiring the people, maintaining the people in an organization, that we can say human resource management. Okay, in other words, the two definitions are given. Okay, that two definition I will show you and I will explain for you. Okay, the two definitions. Here, what is human resource management? One question. Okay, what is human resource management? Second question. Okay, human resource management is a function of management concerned with hiring, motivating and maintaining people in an organization. Okay, so human resource management, we can say it is a function of management. What they do concerned with hiring, motivating and maintaining people in an organization. People means all the employees. They have to hire the people and they have to motivate them. Only then they will be maintained in the organization. And so in common we can say it focuses on people in an organization. That is what all the people, those who are working in an organization. Now the definition is given. Okay, this is the question, 2-mark question. Okay, then according to Dale Yoder, human resource management as the effective process of planning and directing the application, development and utilization of human resources in employment. Okay, in the employment, who are there? Human resources are there. They must be, so we can say it is not one process. Okay, not one time, only one work. It is a continuous process. Okay, again and again they will do what? Planning, first one, then directing, what they will do? The application. Okay, application, then development and utilization of human resources. Okay, that is called, that definition is given by Dale Yoder. Then E.F.L. Brush, human resource management as that part of management process. Okay, it is a management process. This human resource management is a part of management process. What it concerned with? It is primarily concerned with the human constituents of an organization. All the human beings. Human constituents. Okay, not the machines, not the investment capital, no, not a part of organization, but the people, human constituents of the, it is one of the part of an organization only, but all the human constituents, all the human beings are human beings, those who are working in the organization, that is called the human resource management. Okay, now we will learn the features of organization. One by one I will explain for you. Okay. Now let us learn the features of human resource management. The first one, we have learned about the features of human resource. Now we will learn about the features of human resource management. Okay. Universally relevant. It is important universally. That is the meaning. Okay. So this human resource management has universal relevance. That means that throughout the world, everywhere we could see this human resource management. But the approach and the style will vary from one nation to another or from one organization to another. But it has the universal relevance. Okay. Then goal-oriented. Goal-oriented. Human resource management is goal-oriented because the organizational goal must be achieved with the best utilization of the human resource. Okay, that is done by the human resource management because it is this accomplishment of the organizational goal depends upon it varies. It varies as per the utilization of human resource in the organization. That means if the human resource is functioning effectively, the goal of the organization can be achieved. Okay, it is a systematic approach. Human resource management is a systematic approach. Here, a systematic approach only they have to do as per their how they perform, how they manage all the tasks performed in the organization. Okay, so it will be well planned as per, it will be well planned by one systematic approach. We can say here two set of functions available. One is managerial function, the other is operative functions. One is managerial function, the other is operative function. The fourth one is it is pervasive. It is pervasive. We can say so. Human resource management is effective. That means we can achieve through the functions with the various functions. The human resource management can work and they can achieve the goal. Okay. Because they cannot do pervasive here, not subjective, pervasive. That means they have to get the work done from others. That is the meaning. Okay, so they cannot do anything, but they have to make others do. That is called pervasive. Okay, the fifth one, it is a continuous process. Human resource management is a continuous process. So, as long as the organization exists, this management also exists because it is managing the people. So, if the organization is running, as long as it runs, the human resource management also functions. Okay, it is continuously carried out. And it is a dynamic activity. Dynamic, not rigid. It will change. Okay, that is called dynamic activity. We can, because we have learned that the management, human resource management only controls the other factors of production. We have learned, isn't it? Because other factors of production, they do not have life. Only the human resource has life, and that feelings, emotions, as per their emotions only we can get the work done from them. So in order to achieve the organizational goal, that activities must be changed as per the emotions and feelings of the human resource in an organization. Right. Seventh one, integrative tool. Here all the people, they have to coordinate, they have to cooperate, they have to participate. Okay, cooperative, they have to coordinate with others. So integrated work, a single person cannot do this management. Okay, he can manage, but the people whom he is managing, they have to cooperate. Okay, or they have to coordinate with the top level managers. Okay, only then they can achieve the goal. Okay, so we can say it is an integrative tool. It focuses on development. We have learned already this human resource can be developed by giving any training program or any developmental program. Okay, the excessive training or your developmental program can be given. Okay, so the human resource management, they will focus on development of the organization. And we can say human resource management is both science and art. We have studied in the beginning itself, first lesson itself, that management itself is science and art. Okay, because it has some experiments, it has some principles. Based on those principles, they have to act. Then it is an art. Why? Because they perform an activity. Here also they perform the activity of managing. Okay, so both. Human resource management is both a science and an art. That it is interdisciplinary. interdisciplinary activity. Human resource cannot act by its own. Okay, it has to join with many other disciplines. Okay, different disciplines. Maybe the sociology, psychology, economics. Okay, not only the human resource alone, they have to work with the society, and it has to improve the national income. Okay, that the national development it participates. Okay, so we can say it is an interdisciplinary activity. The last one, it is intangible. The meaning of intangible means we cannot see and touch their activity, but we can feel how they work. Okay, so as per the results, how if an organization is managed properly, human resource is managed properly, then surely that organization will develop. So we can see only as per its improvement, but not in the sense that it is that we cannot see that how it is improving. Okay, only we can feel how only in its by its result. If that organization earn more profit or more people are willing to work in a particular organization, we can conclude that human resource management is functioning effectively in that particular organization. Okay, so we can say it is intangible. Okay, here only two mark question they have asked. Okay, third question. Okay, any two features of human resource management, 2 points you have to study. Okay, from the pages I will send for you, you learn from there. Okay, that features of human resource is not a big question, only 2 mark you have to learn. Okay, the next one, significance, is a big question, 4 mark question, 5 mark question. Okay, that I will teach you in the next class. Okay students, thank you very much.